Hey everyone. I wanted to come on and share the results of a poll that I recently did, as well as a little bit about the challenge, the 5-day challenge that I shared with you. If you haven't had the opportunity to participate in the challenge, or maybe you missed some of the videos that I shared, then I will be sharing the link for the challenge playlist for my YouTube channel in the description. So first of all, I want to thank everyone who chose to participate in my poll, and also thank you for engaging with and participating in my challenge. I didn't get a lot in the comments themselves, so I don't really know what your experiences were, whether you tried anything, or started to implement anything, or there weren't any questions. So the videos are still there in my feed on LinkedIn and in Facebook, but as I said, they're also on my YouTube channel. So I would love to hear your thoughts, hear your experiences, get any questions that you have on it. And I'd like to see where I might be able to provide you with some support or some more support. Now, as far as the poll goes, I received some insightful results from that. The poll was all about understanding what might be stopping you from starting an online business. And, there can be a variety of obstacles for this. For the poll itself, I put the top 4 most common reasons. I did invite participants to add in their own options if it was something else other than what I had suggested. However, I did not receive any additional reasons. So we're just going to be going with the top 4 reasons. So the 4 reasons were fear of failure, lack of knowledge or skills, concerns about initial costs and investments, and time investment. So here's what I discovered. 40% of you mentioned that fear of failure was your biggest obstacle. 30% of you feel that lack of knowledge or skills is holding you back. 10% of you are concerned about initial costs and investments. And another 20% of you just don't feel like you have that time to invest in starting a business, an online business. So fear of failure is the most common reason for people to pretty much not start anything, not just an online business. And this fear of failure can come from so many different places. I'm not going to go into any detail about it right now, but a lot of us, we can have these fears of failure because of past experiences, because of things that we've been taught, because of beliefs that we've developed. And, I get that it is scary to invest time and money into something that you basically don't have any guarantee on. You can have like a certain amount of, well, I guess nothing is a guarantee. Nothing in life is a guarantee. So no matter how much money or time or whatever you put into it, there's never a guarantee. So when you don't know if something is going to work out for you or not, that can create a lot of hesitation, or it can just cause outright stopping and not even considering. But you need to know that if you have any desire to be an entrepreneur, to have an online business, you're going to need to have courage. Think about what chances you have taken in your life that have worked out. Maybe a relationship, maybe the education that you got, if you went to university or college or something like that. Maybe learning to play an instrument, maybe learning to play some kind of a sport, or uh, some kind of a physical activity, competitive physical activity, or doesn't even have to be competitive. It could even be something like skateboarding, or maybe it's something else. I guarantee that we've all had things that we have taken chances on, and we've reaped the benefits from it. So focus on that instead of focusing on what didn't end up working out, because maybe those just weren't the right things for you. Now, lacking knowledge or skills can also be a big challenge for some people, because it can feel so overwhelming when you're looking at something and you don't even know how to get started, where to go, where to look. But, with anything, you have to start somewhere. And often you have to start at the beginning and then take incremental steps in order to get you to where you want to go. So first, you need to identify the resources and the support that you'll need in order to be able to move in the direction that you want to go in. Now, cost investment concerns. For some of us, this can be a really, really big obstacle, especially if we have been financially challenged for a while. And, physical businesses often do require a pretty big investment up front, because you've got the building costs, you've got the overhead, you've got maintenance, you've got all of these different things, maybe employees and equipment and all of that kind of thing that could come into play. An online business is so much more affordable. Now, there are some operations out there who will choose to charge you a pretty high fee to get started. And then they might even add a monthly membership or some kind of a monthly fee on top of that. And then time investment. Well, if you have a lot of commitments, working a full-time job, that can make it difficult to find the time and the energy to work on something extra. If you have a family that you are taking care of, that can make it challenging to find that extra time and energy to work on something else. Or if you've got other types of commitments, that can make it challenging to find that time and energy to work on something else. But, if you're already struggling to find the time to even do things that you want to do, what has to change for you to be able to get that time, to have some of that time for yourself again? So, our program does address some of these concerns. The fear of failure and the lack of knowledge and skills. We have this detailed blueprint program that outlines every single step that you need to take in order to be successful in this business. And, if you take the time and actually follow the steps, there is a high percentage likelihood that you are going to find success. There's the community that helps to support you and lift you up, and it can also provide you with some extra guidance if you've got questions about things, that they'll share their own experiences and what they've learned. And when you are feeling like you are struggling, they'll help to lift you up and help put you back on that right mindset track. When it comes to cost, the cost is fairly minimal because we've got 4 different programs that you can choose to invest in. We've got the $100 program, the $300 program, the $600 program, and the $900 program. And each program basically builds on itself. So you can get the $100 program, and it teaches you the basics of digital marketing, the absolute basics that you need to know in order to be successful in digital marketing. Every other program after that is just more advanced and just allows you to acquire more advanced skills. And with these programs, there is no obligation either to promote them. You can take them just simply as a learning course, just to improve your marketing skills. And as far as time investment goes, the whole process that we learn is intended for us to be able to do this business in a 2-hour day, 2-hour workday. So for most of us, even if we've got different commitments, we can still find ways to implement that 2 hours until we can get to the point where we no longer have to work another job to supplement, to create our financial situation. We can focus just on the business. So I want to talk a little bit more about these challenges in some other videos, more in connection with beliefs and mindset and that type of thing. I'm not quite sure yet when I'm going to do that, but that is my plan, my intention. So if you have any other concerns, or you have any comments or anything about what I have shared in this video, then please share them in the comments. I would love to, as I said, support you in whatever way I can. And Yeah, and remember, I'm going to be putting the link in the comment and the description for the YouTube playlist challenge that I did this past week. And yeah, if you feel any kind of shift towards exploring this opportunity, just go to www.soulfulwealthsystem.ca.